claro que os mexicanos não gostaram dessa ideia. Para entender melhor esse momento, eu vim conversar com um analista político chamado Emilio Lezama. Emilio, how are you, man?
How are you, man?
Thank
Pedro,
you
please
for
sit down.
meeting me.
Well, my pleasure, my pleasure.
You lived in America. You followed the elections pretty closely, I'm sure. You remember when Donald Trump publicly said that Mexicans were rapists and they were criminals. How did that make you feel?
I mean, I thought it was very funny at first. I thought that this guy was just a clown coming and had nothing to do in an election. And once Trump started gaining momentum, everything changed, and then it was not funny anymore. Then there was no humor in it. Then it was very serious, and I began to see the danger of his remarks when you saw things like a lot of Mexicans in the United States were being harassed or being attacked, and then I became very worried, and I think it hurt our national morale in a way that's very interesting, because I think for one part it did bring this sort of pride in who we are, but it also made us very critical of certain things and of how our government works, how our own misdoings have led to that happening, because I think one thing that you can't deny is that the reason why Trump used Mexico as a scapegoat and not Canada is because he could use Mexico, because Mexico has sent so many immigrants to the United States because of lack of opportunities here.
The numbers of Mexicans moving to the U.S. are down.
It's practically zero at this point.
Yes, more Mexicans are coming back to Mexico than moving to America, as a matter of fact. Do you think the American dream is starting to be over for Mexicans, or you think that's just the lack of power they have to move in?
I don't think there ever was a dream, but I do think that the American dream has now turned into an American nightmare for Mexicans, and not only for migrants, I think for all Mexicans. I think we're all very worried about what things are to come, and I think we have to start thinking about what the Mexican dream will be now. And I think that is a great question. How are we going to build our own dream here? What are their opportunities going to be in Mexico? I think there's an enormous potential in it. The migration back to Mexico might be a way to re-understand Mexico, and from within. We have a history, we have art, we have culture, we have our own personality. And whereas in the 90s, this city was post-apocalyptic, everything was wrong, everything was horrible. Now it's the country. It's become the haven of Mexico, the safest place in the country, and it's full of an explosion of wanting, a passion for life, of wanting to change things, which I think is great. This is a city that's governed by the left wing, in a country that's governed by the ideology of conformism and corruption. And I'm not saying there's no corruption here, but I'm saying that there's a political stance to what we want to achieve in this city, which is very enlightening and gives us a lot of hope.
Last but not least, if you could sit across from Donald Trump, like you're sitting across from me right now, what would you say?
Wow. I would sort of try to, find in his ego, not in his love for Mexico, which doesn't exist, in his ego, a way to explain not about Mexico, but about humanity, about how what he's doing destroys everything we've attempted to become as human beings. I don't think it would work, but at least I could have a nice anecdote and tell the story that I try to.
You're certainly a better man than I am.
You would punch him.
I wouldn't be as nice, but cheers to Mexico.
Peace.